Fuyu Manatee! Hello there everyone, I'm Benny and this is the Fuyu Manatee channel, and today we'll be doing something quite different from what I was planning to do, but also kind of on the same topic. So, as I said, I think I said it in the previous episode, but it's kind of hard for me to actually guess my current level at Japanese, because according to a lot of people, my level is definitely above N3, but like I only have an N3 level exam so far. So what I was planning to do today was actually maybe translating some songs, because that's like a really cool idea, I think, and a really good way to learn actual useful vocabulary. But I decided against it because a friend of mine introduced me to this website today. We were talking about learning Japanese together, studying together, and he told me about this site. It's called tanos.co.uk, and this site basically has a lot of study material for all levels of JLPT, and I thought that I might go through the level checker so that I know what I'm lacking in knowledge and what I have to check. So it has a really cool system where you can actually check like the individual words that would be in the exams, like based on the level that you're planning to take, and it helps you check all the words necessary, well, at least most of the words necessary. I haven't checked exactly how much you need, but so basically what you have to do here is to, like, firstly just know the Japanese word, and then know the exact translation for it in English. And well, that's, although I don't agree with that system, it's a really cool system to memorize a lot of words, and I think I'll be able to do most of this without any problem. Just looking at it, I know most of these kanji that are listed here, and you actually need to know kanji for even N5, which is the lowest level. You only need to know like 200 and something, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, well, I was mistaken. You actually, if you go to the site here and check, like go into the actual menu of that JLPT level that you're planning to check on, you'll see that on the top here, it actually says that you only need about 100 kanji and about 800 words for vocabulary, which, to be honest, you can probably do in a couple of months. It's not too much. The kanji is kind of hard if you don't know how to learn kanji, which I think I'll do a video on, because I have a really good way of doing it, and I heard a lot of people have a lot of different really good ways of doing it. And yeah, I plan to talk about this at a later date, because I actually use that system. I basically use that system to actually learn my own kanji that I have to know for every single level. I did use that for N3 as well. And if you go through this page, you'll see all the requirements. There's cheat sheets as well, which is pretty nice if you're starting out. You can download them in either a JPEG or a PDF format as well, which is pretty nice, to be honest. Especially the PDF. No one uses JPEG because that's for weaklings. Yay. I'm insulting people, I'm sorry. You also get sound files for vocabulary, which I think is really amazing, because it helps with pitch accent, which is one of the hardest part to grasp about Japanese, because there's barely any material on it. If you don't know how to learn more about pitch accent, I would recommend to go over to Dogen's channel if you haven't heard about him. He's a really amazing content creator, and he's really good at Japanese. He's been living in Japan for years, and if I'm not mistaken, he actually majored in Japanese as well, Japanese linguistics to be precise. And he does a really great series about intonation in general in Japanese, and pitch accents as well. In that series, it's mainly about pitch accent, to be fair. You also have to be a patron for that. You also get an entire list for vocabulary and also kanji, which is really amazing. It's really useful. If you don't have any books to learn from, this probably is the best way to do it, at least one of the best ways to do this. Also, here's this book. I hope will be able you will be able to read this. It's called Kanji Learner's Course by Andrew Scott Conning. Probably one of the best ways to actually learn kanji, because the book has really amazing. In the book, it's actually really well written out. Like all the meanings of one kanji, all the readings of one kanji, example words, etc. It's really useful. So let's go. Now at first this isn't too hard. This is the page we started out on. This is basically pretty easy. Now also you can, like as the example here says, if you mouse over one of the words, it will have a pop-up here that tells you the meaning of it, and you're gonna have to tick the box if you know it. So yeah, let's get going with this. So the first one is haru. It means spring. Yes, so that's check. The next one is tamago, which means egg. Oh well, this is just the word, so I guess I'm already doing the second part as well. So this one means color, it's iro. Checked. Yeah, alright. So this is... Oh shoot, I never know how to pronounce this. This means the day before yesterday. I never know how to pronounce this. I'm actually gonna check. So a really good way to actually check pronunciation, I would recommend jisho.org, because it's a really great site. It helps you out with a lot of Japanese. So I'm gonna check. I'm gonna change to Japanese and just I'm gonna do it the horrible way. Yeah, ototoi, of course. So here's the pronunciation on this side, here's the kanji for it, and here are the meanings, if you couldn't guess already. And these are the individual kanji and all the readings for them. Well, most of the readings I see. Yes, so this means the day before yesterday. Nice. That's ichinichi, it means like one day.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So this is the next one is Tsuitachi. It means the first of the month. So the first day of the month. It's basically, yeah, that's. It can also be read as Ichinichi, which means like an entire day. That's also another reading of it. But I guess this level is just it asks for Tsuitachi, which means the first day of the month. Next one is Lainen. It means the next year. After that is shoot. I know that one. I know that one. I know that. I just can't remember what it means. And I can't remember how to say it. It's It means something along the line of studying. I can't remember what it is actually. To learn. And now I can't remember what it is actually. Not how it is, of course. I feel stupid. I feel disgusted by myself. I should have known this. This was literally one of the first kanji I ever learned.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
But oh well. That sort of thing happens. This is not how it means to learn. Now you know. Nope. Now see, this is where Japanese kind of starts getting weird here. Because that word means the 9th day of a month. And even though I think every single Naruto fan who actually knows the separate pronunciations of this wants to pronounce this as Kyuubi so bad. Like I remember I wanted that to be the case, but no, this is Kokonoka, and it means the 9th day. Or 9 days. Oh, I should know that. Now I feel super bad because these past days I've been watching Netflix in Japanese, and I was watching JoJo, and this literally came up like in the Venice episode like 15 times in a moment, in a second, like all the time. I just heard this one and I saw this written down, and I can't remember how to pronounce it and what it means. I think it means canal. It means canal, and or maybe not. What does it mean? River. It just means river, because I confused it with another one, because I didn't notice that between them there's a slash. Now the kanji looks really similar to this that I was thinking of. Yeah, I'll put it like somewhere here, or actually probably here, because you can see it better. Here. Yeah, that's good. All right, so of course I know that kanji, and of course I know that kanji. So please allow me to take this, because of course I know it. I just misread it. Please. No, I'm editing this. Dick. Yay. Alright, so the next part I'm just gonna do by myself, and so that we can get this faster. I'll probably already have cut a couple of these, because the video's already been 26 minutes in the recording. So yeah. So a quick cut back to this one, because I felt like talking about this. If you lived in Japan as a foreign exchange student, there's no way you wouldn't know this. No way. This is Yugakse. It means overseas student. Well, actually foreign exchange student, mostly. Either side, of course. Like if you come to Japan or if you go from Japan. Yeah. Everyone just know this. It's literally one of the most useful words if you go as a student to Japan. I don't know how to say this. This is horrible. This is factually incorrect. What the hell? I'm so not happy about that. So sometimes there would be a couple of misspelling and things like that. And that's alright, sure, but it's also misleading. Because it misled me here. Because before this, I actually had to check after, because I wasn't sure. Right here, it says grandfather, and that's not true. And that's not even what I guessed. I couldn't guess because I never seen these two kanji together before, so I wasn't sure what it was. And I checked it. It said it was grandfather. I was like, all right, okay, sure. So it's like sofu, or then sofu, but then I realized that that's not that kanji. So I realized that it's probably like Oji-san or something like that, because here it should be Oba-san then, right? Wrong. This is actually Oji, and this is Oba. And that would be okay, one misspell, sure. But no, discontinued. Here. This is Oji-san, which is not true. Because this is Oji-san, which means uncle, not grandfather. And yeah, this was right, because this is aunt. This is incorrect, and I'm not happy about that. I'm really not happy about it. And even, like, this one was, I thought it's okay, like, sure, happens every now and then, but it started with refreshing. So I thought Sawayaka, because that's the first word that comes to mind when I hear refreshing, but no. It says Suzushi. And Suzushi it just means cool. It's like as in a cool temperature. It barely means refreshing. It only means refreshing if you think about it in a like if you see it on like a bottle, that you would think that it's cool, thus it's gonna be refreshing you in the summer. But I would not think Suzushi from refreshing. The first thing to come to mind is Sawayaka, which is more of refreshing, I guess. So I don't know how to feel about this. I'm gonna finish these up. It's gonna take me a super long time because I'm really bad at English to Japanese. I'm way better at Japanese to English, and also like if I'm speaking Japanese, I do take this part. So alright, so finally finished this. This was tiring. This was really tiring because even after that there were a couple of things that were slightly off, not too much. It was just mostly misleading, I think, was the main problem about it. And now that I finished, I can see that I knew approximately most of it. There were a couple of words that I wasn't familiar with. There was a couple of things that I never heard before. And yeah, basically it wasn't that bad. To be honest, this is what I expected. I, of course, like, even though I'm at N3, I wouldn't know every single word from the previous ones. And yeah, because of that, it's pretty good, I think. So anyways, yeah, I have to wrap up for today. The camera's gonna die in a minute or so. So thank you very much for watching. I'll probably be back with this, but I'm gonna jump up to N3. I won't do N4 because it sounds bullshit. And yeah, I'll do a thorough check on N3. I just wanted to check this site out because I thought that it was kind of cool. I'm kind of disappointed, but it's alright. So yeah, yeah, usual things. Please subscribe, please like the video, and you can also leave a comment if you would like. And yeah, that's it for today. I was Benny, and thank you very much for today. Goodbye.